This is the Glacier National Park you see on Instagram. It looks effortless, serene, and completely untouched by modern civilization.
But this is the reality waiting for you if you show up without a blueprint.
Now it's shenanigans.
It is absolute vehicular shenanigans.
Away we go traveling.
Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the perfect glacier strategy. We're breaking down how to conquer the iconic trails, leverage the historic red bus tours, and precisely when to escape the park entirely to run, drink, and eat like a local in surrounding Whitefish and Kalispell.
Most importantly, we're sharing the ultimate counterintuitive move, why returning to the park in total darkness will give you the rawest view of Montana you can get. Let's get into it.
If you choose the shoulder seasons, either late spring, May and June, or autumn, September and October, you trade full road access for profound quiet. By November, the park plunges into its really true off-season, a winter environment lasting through April with heavy snows that close major roads to vehicles entirely. Because we chose to execute our trip during the summer peak, hitting the gates early was non-negotiable. We arrived at the trail of the Cedars trailhead while the air was still crisp and luckily almost empty. Walking through this canopy feels surreal when you have it entirely to yourself. The boardwalk section transitions up into a 2-mile hike to Avalanche Lake. Lots of cliffs and beautiful waterfalls as you see the snow melting from the peaks. And because we started so early, we reached this beautiful lake just as the morning light was hitting the mountains for an incredible photo op and incredible view.
All right, so as we come down, you go farther up the lake, and you can see the lake comes all the way up here. As you come up the lake, you get closer to this waterfalls right there. It gets louder, but it's just so calm. And you can see all the way to the bottom, except where it's aquamarine. Really nice. So the trail after the lake, once you get to the lake of the Avalanche Lake trail, it continues all the way up the lake, but it gets significantly more rugged, much dirtier. So if you're not wearing hiking boots, it would probably be unpleasant. A little more of a steep terrain. The way up was much more of a well-worn path. I think a lot of people just go to the lake and turn around. But yeah, there's some slick mud down here and some sharp rocks. It's not hard, but it's definitely a little more challenging, and you'll want to have appropriate footwear. But it's just stunningly beautiful out here. This lake is amazing.
The real secret isn't just arriving early, it's also knowing when to leave. By about 9 or 9:30 a.m., as we were hiking back down, there was a steady wave of new hikers coming onto the trail. And just know, it's a one-way trail, so you have to share the road to get everyone up and back down. This is a pro tip for this hike in Glacier National Park, or for hiking at all. If you have a pass, or if you don't pay at the gate, it's an honor system, because the guard shack or the entry gate doesn't open until 7 a.m. So you can avoid the line of cars if you, and again, don't steal from the national parks for crying out loud, but if you have a pass or just pay in advance. We got in the gate at 6:30, so there was no line of cars because you can just go straight through.
It's a really nice hike. Super quiet out here. There are bears.
There are bears.
We didn't bring bear spray, but there's other people with bear spray. So we're going to just trust that we're faster than them, not faster than the bear. So it's all good.
And be sure to download offline maps because there's zero cell signal out here.
Yeah. Okay, we are done.
Done. 6.5 miles.
Yep. That's kind of car to car. So
yeah,
it was a good hike. I tell you what, we ran into maybe 15 people
in the beginning.
Either coming with us or coming back. And on the way back, it was hundreds.
Yeah. So right now, this is Avalanche. What is
Lake.
It? Avalanche Lake and the Trail of the Cedars, right before the road closes for Logan Pass.
Yeah.
So where we're parked is normally a campground, but until they open that road, this is parking. And we came in this morning, we had our pick of everything.
Yeah. It's full now.
It is completely full to the point where someone stopped us as we were walking and said, "Hey, are you guys leaving?"
Yeah. So it's like it's a full campground and every spot is taken now from parking. So if you want to do this hike, we got here at 6:30 in the morning and we were, I guess I had pretty much had our pick, but the folks that are here now at 9:30 in the morning are struggling mightily to find parking. So
extremely.
So definitely do this early. And I think that's probably any national park.
Yeah. And here, especially, I guess, in Glacier, because we're so north and it's the summertime, I mean, the sun rises at like 5:20 in the morning. So you have and the park is 24/7. So you have plenty of options if you want to get in early and avoid a lot of this crowd and the traffic.
Good hike, though.
So yeah, again, this used to be, or is normally, camping when Logan Pass is open.
Now it's shenanigans.
It is absolute vehicular shenanigans.
You can't even get out.
Yeah, there's a line to get out. There's a problem. Everyone's driving around trying to find a parking spot. And so, but it's a gridlock now because nobody can leave because everybody's stopped to try to get in. It's a whole thing.
Come early.
Come early and avoid this. Pretty fish. By mid-morning, driving your own vehicle through the heart of the park becomes an exercise in frustration. Your eyes are locked on the brake lights ahead of you and the narrow edge of a cliff wall. That's why our second strategy pivot was booking a seat on the iconic Red Bus Tour.
These historic vintage vehicles have been operating here since the 1930s, and they are more than just a charming novelty. They're a massive tactical hack. By outsourcing the driving to a knowledgeable local guide, you instantly convert a high-stress commute into an intentional, highly insightful journey. You actually get to look at the landscape instead of paying attention to the steering wheel and the road in front of you.
We're in Glacier National Park, and we're taking one of the historic red bus tours.
Yeah.
These things have been around since, was it the 1920s, I think, and they refurbished them recently. And this is apparently one of the coolest ways to see the park.
Yeah, it's like a 4-hour tour, so not like the SS Minnow. Hopefully we come back. So they have a morning and an afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know about it till maybe a few weeks ago. So it took us a little while to get booked. So we didn't have the morning available. So we have an afternoon tour, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. It's beautiful outside.
Great day. There's the bus.
There's the bus. Okay, we're in the middle of our cool red bus tour.
Yes.
One of the pull-off points is they stop at all kinds of scenic places and pull-off points. This is
McDonald Creek. Yeah.
It's awesome. So these are all things obviously you can do yourself, but it's really fun with me not having to drive. I actually get to look at this stuff.
Really good at it.
This has been a really cool tour.
It is.
Certainly something fun in the park and see a lot of neat places.
The bus driver said he gets a 300-page manual and he gets to read it and just decide what he talks about. So you get a unique experience, unique talk every time you take a different bus. And he also said that by purchasing these tickets and doing this tour, you're supporting the history and the heritage of the national parks. And these are the government vehicles that have government plates.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. By noon, the peak day tourism inside the park gate hits a fever pitch. Our strategy? Pivot out completely. We dropped down to the Flathead Valley to decompress. One of my strategies was to take a brisk and scenic run through the streets of Whitefish to shake off those hiking legs. So after we had all the fun in the parks, it was time to check out craft breweries. We love those. The surrounding towns of Kalispell and Whitefish have great beverage and restaurant options that a lot of the national park travelers probably overlook.
And if you want a truly authentic Montana experience, you skip the resort restaurants. And for us, we went to Kalispell and we stepped inside the Moose's Saloon. Walking over their sawdust floors, you can carve your name into a heavy wooden booth if you'd like to, and grabbing one of their world-class pizzas is definitely mandatory. We followed that up by visiting another definitive favorite, the Bulldog Saloon in downtown Whitefish.
All right, we are at the Bulldog Saloon in Whitefish, Montana. It's a 100-year-old bar restaurant, and we're going to have dinner here. That's Kara. Hi, Kara. This place came highly recommended, and we're going to give it a shot. Okay, that was cool.
So this is a really cool place. The building's been around for a long time. They named it the Bulldog Saloon in '83. So there's all kinds of bulldog stuff. Any school Like there's just college pennants all over the ceiling and lots of pictures of actual bulldogs and stickers that say a variety of schools that have bulldogs. I don't know. It's really neat.
Food was good.
Mm-hmm.
Beer was good. Well, this is a cool little downtown. If there's shops and stuff, like I can kind of do a quick, there's like little shops and stuff all the way down the line here, and kind of goes both directions. So cool little downtown area. So yeah, Whitefish is a cool little town outside of Glacier.
Very much.
Downtown Whitefish, they have this Amtrak museum, which has some old train cars, and I think it's their operating Amtrak station because there's a little door over here that says Amtrak. Have a neat little thing downtown. Outside of this Amtrak station and museum, they have a great little park. Big wide sidewalks, and then back that way is towards the downtown area where everything was. But it's a really cool area down here. Spend some time outside. Definitely an outside type area. I think this is something we've talked about is if you don't like being outdoorsy, this is probably not going to be someplace that you want to visit. But if you do like, being on the water or hiking or just being outside, it's probably going to be your jam.
Even Molly enjoyed Whitefish, specifically the Hugh Rogers Wag Park, which is just at the east end of Whitefish. It's a beautiful park, separated by large dogs, small dogs, with lots of amenities, walking trails inside of the gated areas, and just a beautiful option. Clearly, Molly enjoyed herself thoroughly. I read an article 10 or 15 years ago or something that Glacier National Park is the best dark sky star viewing in the United States. And I've wanted to come since. So as night starts to settle over Montana and the casual day trippers head back to their hotels, the park reverts back to something profoundly more quiet. We drove back through the open gates to sit at the shore of Apgar Beach on Lake McDonald. One of the whole reasons we came here is to see dark sky viewings. It gets dark really late here, so...
Well, it's 10:30 right now, and this is what we have. You can still see us. We're going to sit out here till it gets dark and hopefully see some stars, but it's just beautiful out here.
And we're on Going to the Sun Road.
We are on Going to the Sun Road, and there is
nobody.
Literally nobody.
Just nobody. Us and probably a couple bears, but...
Great.
Good times.
Molly,
protect us.
fight a bear. Dark skies await.
Okay, bye. Glacier is a designated dark sky park and standing under the absolute ocean of stars, surrounded by just complete silence, is where the true magic of this place lands. I've wanted to do this forever. It's the end of the day. It's 9:15, but
It feels like it's 4 p.m. It's the sun just won't set in this place. Our tour today, which was really awesome.
Yeah, the bus tour was so great. We could have done that route on our own, but a tour guide was there to give us history and just things that we would have been done on our own.
We also figured out a couple things. If we ever do this again, or if you're going to do this, we're in kind of a shoulder season actually for Glacier. We didn't realize that.
Right. I had no idea.
We didn't do any real research.
Other than there was a new moon, and that's what I wanted.
Right. We knew there was a new moon. We wanted to see dark skies. So there's no moon, but they don't open the Going to the Sun Road up over Logan's Pass until later in June, sometimes early in July. So we're missing that probably entirely, which is fine. That actually keeps the crowds away. So if you're looking for less crowds, definitely come earlier in June or later in May.
Not much before June, because otherwise most of the roads are closed. It's too snowy.
But if you want the full experience, come a little later in the year. One more caveat. So I learned that during normal business hours, they have a person there checking passes. So everything's great. Everything's normal like a normal national park. But at night, doors just blown wide open 24 hours a day.
So it's an honor system. You just, if you have the pass, get the pass if you do this a lot. Otherwise, it's an honor system to just pay for one entry.
Yeah. So
do the right thing.
We're learning things about Glacier as we go. Stunningly beautiful. Tons of amazing hikes in there.
Oh my
People
God.
that were hiking today.
They're just, it's things I've just never seen in my life. And every time we've gone somewhere in this trip so far in the Western US, every time we go somewhere, I say this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then the next place, now, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Glacier is just, for me, breathtaking.
Yeah,
I've just never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
It's a really cool place. So
Mhm.
we're learning things about it as we go. The park is definitely, if you come though, I think like most of these big national parks in the summer, you got to go really, really early in the morning to beat all the crowds, or you just got to let all the crowds clear out and go later in the afternoon. So,
And doggies can't go on the trails, but dogs can go anywhere that cars can go.
Yep.
Pretty much. So parking lots, common areas like that.
yeah. All right. Thanks.
Oh.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Rethru. So if you want to see more of this, don't forget to subscribe and come along with us to see a whole lot more of our travel and all of our full-time early retirement fun.
Until next week.
Happy traveling!